Hey kids, how you doing? It's me, your TV pal, Comic Book Man, with your calendar of savings here at Alternate Reality for February 2010. First up will be the Winter Wonderland sale, which is going to be going on the 2nd through the 6th, and in that, all my back issues are half off, all statues and action figures 25% off, and everything else in the store is 20% off, and of course, there'll be a Raffle Mania. Second thing up this month is Women in Comics Week, which will be the 15th through the 20th. All my superheroine trades are going to be buy two, get one free. Of course, Spawn is the hero of the month here at Alternate Reality, and finally, Founders Day is the 20th. So stop off here at Alternate Reality in February and save some money.
Here is Sweet Dan with some sweet comic reviews.
What are you babbling about?
Hey kids, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome to my video outhouse. You know, it's time once again for
Sweet Dan, sweet talking comic book reviews in the outhouse with Comic Book Man, and I'm out of breath.
You Betcha It Is!
And they're sweet.
You Betcha It Is. And of course, you can read all of Dan's reviews on the store's website, which is at... Oh, Sarah will get to that.
Yeah.
So...
That's what we paid her for.
So... Dan's here today, and he's here to talk about one book. Just one. And that book is...
Outsiders
what?
number 26.
Outsiders 26. How about that? 1, 2, 3. We've got Outsiders 26 here. Outsiders 26, I gave to Dan to review because...
Rewind.
Nope.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, exactly. Because this is the issue that Dan DiDio, the vice president in charge of whatever the hell it is over at DC, who's really just running the place, but nobody will say...
Editor-in-chief,
nobody will
right?
give him the exact title of running the place. He's taking over the writing on this book with this issue.
Yep.
And he's introducing a Kryptonian in this issue to the Batman universe. Because Outsiders is a Batman book, essentially. Was.
Took his name off of it.
Now it's sort of been moved over into the Superman universe, I guess.
All of a sudden.
So how is it?
You know, I'm not a huge Outsiders fan to begin with.
Okay.
I think there's certain aspects of the team I like, certain aspects that I don't. I mean, it sort of
Like
seems...
what?
I like certain characters, Katana and Black Lightning, and when Alfred was running the team after Bruce disappeared, I thought that was really a neat twist on it.
Okay.
I've never in my life cared for the character Geo-Force. I'm going to be dead honest. Prince Brian Markov, King of Markovia. I think it was a lame character. I didn't like him when Meltzer used him in the revamped Justice League a few years ago. Okay. I never liked him before that either. This issue, as you can tell from the cover, is Geo-Force heavy. And we're going to go ahead and say spoiler warning right now. Spoiler warning.
By the way, Jeff, spoiler warning.
We need text. We need to text the big red and white letters. And
I don't know if we can actually get that or not. We'll have to see once this goes up if we can get that or not.
So... here's the deal. You don't find out who the Kryptonian is till the last page of the comic.
Is it Superboy?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, is it Kal-El, who's on Krypton, who came back?
No.
No? Okay. Is it Steel?
It would make sense if it was Steel, because it almost looks like it, but it's not.
Is it?
There's one more.
Cyborg.
No,
Cyborg
it's
Superman.
not the Cyborg Superman.
Supergirl.
No, no breasts.
Oh, you're right, no breasts.
Well,
who's left?
It's the Eradicator with the
sucks.
glasses and everything.
He sucks.
Well, the whole point is that Geo-Force opens the borders of Markovia up to New Krypton. And he makes it the one place on the world.
Asgard couldn't show up, right? So
Exactly. It's the one place in the world that Kryptonians are allowed. Because apparently they're going into a war of the Supermen sometime this year.
But not Latveria.
Not Latveria. You cannot go to... But
there's Asgard's over there.
DiDio is saying that this is supposed to play a big role in the War of Supermen book. Okay. So, obviously, they're setting the stage for there to be a rift in the Outsiders team. Yeah. And by absorbing it into the Superman umbrella, they've kind of set the stage for that. And, say what you want about Dan DiDio as a writer. I enjoyed his Metal Men stuff.
How is his writing?
I enjoyed his Metal Men stuff. And you know what I thought?
What?
There's a certain style to DC that I've always somewhat complained about and somewhat didn't. They don't have recap pages. They like to think that every issue is somebody's first, so they like to lay all the details out there for you and sort of just give you more information than is necessary. Dan DiDio did not do that. There were parts of this comic that I didn't know what was going on, and it kind of intrigued me.
Is there a recap page?
Nope.
Okay.
No recap page. Everything starts right in. So I kind of liked it. He left room for you to interpret things yourself. He didn't spoon-feed information to you. The problem was he was teamed up with Philip Tan.
What's wrong with Philip Tan?
Nothing.
You've talked about him before. You like Philip Tan.
I liked Philip Tan back when he was writing for drawing for Uncanny X-Men. I liked some of the stuff he did with Spawn, but that's a really dark book, and it was inked real heavy. This gets the same problem. Jonathan Glapian really just over-inks the hell out of this book, and the colors are so, I want to say soft, because they make everything look out of focus. I was reading this book late at night, and it made my eyes droopy and heavy, so I reread it the next day, and I'm like, it wasn't me, it was the book. I was sleepy again. There's like a page or two illustrated by Don Kramer. Best pages in the book. Best pages in the book is like 2 panels illustrated by Don Kramer.
So you like Philip Tan, but not necessarily in this issue.
Not with this team. If he's stuck with Glapian and whoever did the colors, the book is going to look like poop. But if they go back with like the thinner inks that they were using with his art on Uncanny X-Men, his art is really nice. I don't have a problem with it, but the colors made it look icky. The inks were too heavy. I didn't like it. It almost felt like they were going for that Marvel Daredevil look that they've established lately. Not working for this, especially not after I don't remember who was doing the art with Tomasi when Tomasi was writing it, but they did a good job illustrating it.
So this book is...
It's in the middle, man. I can't really decide. If you're an Outsiders fan, you may not like the direction shift. If you're not an Outsiders fan, it's a perfect opportunity to step in, especially if you've been reading Superman.
Jump on.
It's a jumping on point. So take it for what it's worth and ride out where the art goes. See what Dan DiDio's got in plan.
So stop by the store and check out the book.
There's at least 4 copies left.
It's a good jumping on point. It probably won't be more than 4 when you get here to pick it up. I overordered on the book because it is a jumping on point. And I usually order extra copies of jumping on points. I figure this out when I do my ordering 2 months ahead of time. I usually order some extra copies of jumping on points just because they are jumping on points. And people do like to actually pick up a new book when that happens in a series.
You'd like to think they would.
Well, you'd like to think.
You'd like to think they would. Cross your fingers, everybody.
Anyway, you can read Dan's review of this book.
You better read my reviews.
And others, not just this, and others, at the store's website. And do you know where the store's website is? Because I don't, and he doesn't.
I know.
You know.
Sarah told me. So,
Sarah.
hold on. Let me get her.
You know the usual. www.myalternatereality.com.
So stop off at the store's website, read his reviews, and until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
Sweet Dan Sweet.
Saying, bye! Alternate Reality is located at 3149 West 111th Street. That's the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in Chicago, the beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood neighborhood. You can always reach us at 773-881-HERO or at the store's website, www.myalternatereality.com.